What's up, guys? Hope you guys are all enjoying your Friday. Today's gonna be a video about the trunk. As you can obviously tell, that thing is open in the back, and I'm having an issue with the latch. So every single time that you close the trunk and it gets slammed, basically the latch starts coming apart more and more and more and starts becoming more loose. And now we're at the point where the latch completely broke off and it's literally just the mechanism just flying around there. So I looked online and there's like a bracket made for it for 50 bucks, but I decided why not try and make one at home, because it's literally just a piece of aluminum and just 2 holes drilled into it. So I don't see a reason for paying 50 bucks. And I'm trying to go as budget as I can on this thing without over cheaping on everything. So it just seemed like a smarter decision for me, and I went ahead and also made the same thing for the white M3 because it's starting to get cracks, but other than that, it's looking fine. So let's go ahead, walk to the back, and I'll show you guys exactly what the problem is. Alright, so here's the issue. This is what the latch looks like, and you can see it completely broke off. As far as this part, there's a bolt that's supposed to be there and it's supposed to hold it, but it started backing out and it just started moving around, and it would start hitting the chassis of the car, or like these trim pieces around, and basically wouldn't allow for it to close. So we had to take that off, and then this one went ahead and finished itself off and just deteriorated all the way. So basically I have a bracket that goes over here that fills up this whole entire gap, this space, and what it does, it just holds this mechanism right here in place and doesn't allow for it to move not even an inch. So this is pretty much what it looks like. I just basically traced around this whole thing right here, grabbed a piece of paper, made this outline, and then I went and took the same outline to a piece of metal, cut it out, like made it smooth around the edges and whatnot. And I also drilled this right here and there, just so that the bolt, as you can see, it has like a little hat right here with a little groove. So I made some grooves in it for the bolts so that it sits flush. I tried putting it on without that, and the whole piece just kind of bended outwards on the sides. So definitely gonna have to have that little groove made. So it's pretty straightforward. Literally just unbolts this thing. There you go. And this bracket goes on. Sorry, there's just 2 bolts over here. Still haven't cleaned the trunk ever since the clutch job. And basically, that's how it sits right there. Doesn't look bad, looks good. And let me go ahead and put the bolts in, and we can start looking at what the final product looks like. Alright, and here's what I was saying. When you tighten it down too hard, it kind of starts bending up. I guess my grooves weren't even that deep, so I'm going to probably take this off and do it again, or I might just leave it, I'm not sure, but it does its job. So here you can see it doesn't move even a tad, and when you close the trunk, perfect. Nothing is in the way, nothing's hitting. Pick it back up. Still perfect. So that's pretty much it. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this video. Sorry that it's a little bit short, but I'm really starting to struggle on content for these cars because it's really time consuming. Because other than just working on the car itself, you actually have to work on it, and it takes a little bit of time, but I'm willing to go through with it. Just requires more time, which is why I started posting more once a week. As far as the white M3 goes, last time that I was driving it, I don't know if the channel knows yet, but my power steering went out again on it, and there was no leak. I'm guessing that the impeller or the pump already had some metal shavings in it. That's why they say you need to change the power steering pump, you need to change the lines out. Steering rack, I'm just going to change out because I want to. And the reservoir. Also, people say the reservoir needs to be changed out because that's where the shavings start to collect. And then once you have new parts in and all of that, and they start flowing easily and they start ruining everything. They start ruining everything in the system. I don't know why I can't talk today. And basically what happened because of that, the rubber piece in between the steering shaft and the steering wheel that goes down to the steering rack, that rubber piece ripped, and now I have a whole 360 degree worth of just no steering. So it's just literally steering play, and it'll start to turn eventually because they're another side of the rubber piece, and that piece stuck on. I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but I'm guessing I'll do a video on that when I start doing that M3, but yeah, it's really stupid, really dumb. So I was also considering putting the E34 bracket in there, but you guys should see that in a couple weeks. So yeah, so far the car is just going to be standing. But again, thank you for watching the video. Go ahead and click that like button, click the subscribe button down below, and give me a comment on what else you would want to see on the channel, because I'm growing slowly getting up there, but I just want to see what you guys would want to see, and because I have a few ideas, but I just need to know if the channel would want to see them. And I'm gonna leave it on that note. Peace out.